Hey, I'm Megan, and if you want to know how to make some super cute Dollar Tree DIYs for spring, you're definitely in the right place. And I'm super excited about this video because a lot of these DIYs can be used year-round and they are all budget friendly. For my first DIY, I'm using this large egg from the Dollar Tree. It's like 8 inches, 7 inches long or wide, whatever. Some rocks just to make it heavier, duct tape all the way around the egg, and on the top as well. This is going to help it keep together, but this is also going to help when I go to hot glue the egg. Hot glue doesn't always stick to plastic, but it will stick to duct tape, and duct tape sticks to plastic. So using Dollar Tree rope, I wrap it around the egg, but I do not go all the way down. I skip a little bit, and then I start wrapping the rope again. Wrapping the rope in the middle section was a lot easier than the top because I only had to hot glue the first line of rope and then the last line I made. Once again, I did not go all the way down. I did the same thing on the bottom, just wrapping a few lines, cut it off, and then I'm gonna spray paint it with this white spray paint from Walmart. It's less than $1. It looks like this so far. Then I'm gonna go back and take some more rope and wrap it in the in-between sections or the empty sections. This was super easy because once again, I only had to hot glue the very first line of rope and then the very last line of rope. After that, it looks about like this, and this is pretty cute as is, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add a little bit of the lace ribbon, also from the Dollar Tree, in between the dark and the light colored ropes on my egg. So here's what we have. I'm totally digging it. Next, I'm going to use another oversized egg. This one's a little bit smaller. I think it's like 5 inches. And I'm doing the same thing with the duct tape, except I do not add rocks to weigh it down. And this time I'm going to use the ribbon burlap from the Dollar Tree and wrap it in the middle first. And then I'm going to take twine and wrap it just on the edge of the burlap and pull it really tight. Originally, I planned on wrapping the twine like I did the rope, like really uniform, one line after the other. That was way too hard, so if you want to take the time to do that, go for it. I did not. I just wrapped it randomly. It looks like this, and I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom of the egg. When I'm all done, I took a piece of twine, wrapped it in the middle of the ribbon, and then added a little bow. I'm not 100% confident that the twine would not come unraveled, so I did add some Mod Podge and paint it all over the twine part. And I'm telling you, it made a huge difference. This thing is solid as a rock, and I'm loving it because a lot of my seasonal decor I will make with the intentions of pulling it apart or using it for something else. These eggs, I love them. They're nice, they're neutral, and I will be keeping them for Easters to come. I was really excited about the two-tone rope egg. I hope you are just as excited as I am. My next DIY, I'm using one of these candle holders from the Dollar Tree and one of these magnet containers from the Dollar Tree. This is the larger size. Rogue marble I found in my house, and I'm just gonna hot glue it to the lid of the container. I spray painted them both white with, once again, Walmart cheap spray paint, less than $1. Then I'm going to take hot glue and I'm going to add the candle holder to the bottom of the magnet. Now I'm going to use this nutmeg brown. This is less than $1 from Walmart. It's my favorite brown paint to use when I'm making like a rusted metal type look, which is what I'm going for. I just take my brush and dab it all over. I'm dry brushing. I never saturate the brush. This really didn't take much time, but you may be thinking like, dang, this is a lot of work for a Dollar Tree DIY. When it comes to home decor, you either need time or you need money. And right now I have a whole lot more time than I do money. Going back with black acrylic paint and once again, just dry brush it. You can't mess this up really. Rustic Farmhouse chicken wire from Walmart. I've used the same roll for over a year on multiple DIYs, less than $4. I always get asked about it, so I'm gonna link it in the description. Now I'm just using a mason jar just to form my chicken wire. So I'm taking the mason jar, and like I said, I've used this chicken wire for a long time, so I'm down to like scraps. Once I get it wrapped around the mason jar, I just take some pliers and then twist the wire together. I hope you can see what I'm doing or understand what I'm saying. Cut away the excess chicken wire. This stuff cuts really easily with just regular plain old scissors. And so you're going to have a smooth side or a soft side, and then you're also going to have a pokey, ouchy side. You're going to put the pokey side inside the jar and just press it in there. And then the smooth side is going to be where your lid is going to go. So I did decide, I changed my mind as I craft, y'all. I did decide I wanted to make this a little bit of a darker, rusted metal look. So I did go back with some just brown and black, mix it together, smush it on there, dry brush, just randomly. And it looks like this so far. Totally digging it. Decided to go that extra step of rustic and add some twine and a bow. Next, I'm taking these 3 acrylic paints from Walmart, less than $1, mixing them with white chalk paint. I want to make them more of like a muted pastel, and these Dollar Tree eggs. Now, some of the Dollar Tree eggs do come on sticks already. I didn't buy that kind because I didn't know I'd be doing this DIY when I bought them. So I just stuck them on little sticks from Valentine's Day, stuck them in floral foam to let them dry. And then I went outside my garage with some black acrylic paint mixed with water and just like tried to splash the eggs. I know my neighbors thought I was crazy because I had to have the garage door open. My neighbors are also trying to sell their house and they had a showing. So sorry, Justin. Sorry, Kayla. Forgive me. Anyways, after those dry, I put them in my little container, put the lid back on, and here's what it looks like. I am in love with this. If you didn't have chicken wire, and if you wanted to make more crafts of chicken wire, under $4 is a great deal at Walmart. But if you just wanted to make this one DIY, you could use like a trash basket from Dollar Tree, or the mason jar does fit into this as well. My next DIY, I'm using this little bird from the Dollar Tree. It's a little bit too modern for the rest of my decor. So I'm taking these napkins. I bought these last year for a DIY and I've had them laying around. They're from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to cut out the butterfly because I don't want that. And I don't want the purple like banner part either. Then just using Mod Podge, I paint all over the little bird and apply my tissue paper. Now, I understand this DIY is not for everybody because it's kind of time consuming, but I like the way it turns out. Painting's therapeutic to me. I did decide to go back and do one more layer because I wanted more wording and I wanted the floral to be like an accent. So if you enjoy doing stuff like this, this is totally worth it. Super cute. I did put it inside the little nest I did, add it to the little eggs I've done. And this is on my coffee table. The entire coffee table is actually decorated with Dollar Tree DIYs, minus the bird cage and the key, which are both from Hobby Lobby, by the way. Loving the way it looks. Maybe I'm bragging too much, I don't know. Next DIY, I'm just using some burlap and a leftover coffee can. I'm going to take my burlap and size it down to the coffee can, but I want it to be a loose fit and I want to give myself some extra inches on the top and the bottom. Using hot glue, I'm going to attach the sides, but I do not go all the way to the top. I leave about 1 inch or 2. Fold that over. I use my trusty old fork that I use for hot gluing. And on the bottom, I do hot glue all the way across. I turn my bag right side out, and you can see where I didn't hot glue all the way, making sure my can fits. And then I'm also going to add some weight to my can, just some rocks. These are from the Dollar Tree. I just keep these on hand. And hot glue the bottom corners together. And then I'm going to set the can up while it dries to make sure it's even. And then pull the top up to make sure I still have some hanging over up top. Floral foam and just push it down, packing it as tight as I can all over the top. Use hot glue if you need, and it looks about like this. Then I'm going to take some black spray paint, also from Walmart, also under $1, spray the top, and then put it back into my burlap bag. Now the top that I left, like not hot glued, I'm going to hot glue those together, fold it over. And so far it looks like this. Now taking some of the little ribbon from Dollar Tree I have left over, I'm just going to loosely wrap it around my bag and tie a little bow. Then I got 4 of these little picks from the Dollar Tree. And even though I love the way they look, I didn't want so much color. I want more of like muted color, so I just picked off the little yellow flowers. I cut each of the picked down 2 strands off and then left 2 strands on the long stem. I put the taller pieces in the middle. So I started in the middle and worked my way around. And then I put the shorter stems on the exterior to hide in the ugly, like blank strands of fake floral. And I like the way this looks. It looks pretty realistic. I totally got my inspiration from something very, very similar I bought last year at Home Goods, and I paid $14 for it. And even though I love the plant or fake plant I bought from Home Goods, I'm gonna go ahead and brag and say I like mine better. Sorry, not sorry. This is definitely my favorite Dollar Tree floral display I've done. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time.